Hello guys, I haven't done a video in a while now because I basically moved places and the setup I have now is not so good. But anyway, I am doing this video mostly for a group in which this is mostly a group for new people working, learning web development. There are some people that have a bit of experience, but most people are new, so if you are new to web development and you want a group that's basically helpful and is gonna try to answer all of your questions when you have problems, I will pop this link. I will pop it in the description of the video so you can also join us there. Now basically a few people here have decided to work on a project, on a group project, and I have offered to make a video about a simple workflow, Git workflow for when multiple people are working on the same project. So first I will show, for example, how you would create a Git repository for a project, which maybe some people know, but I will do that as well. And then after that I will also show how people can get that repository and then start working on their own branches. So first I will create a new folder called sample project. I'm going to open that folder in my Visual Studio Code, sample project, and I am going to create an index.html file, and I will put an h1 in there and say welcome to my page, right? So we have a simple start project. Now I would want to, let's say this is the start of the project, and I would want to put this project on GitHub. What I want to do is basically I will assume that you have your Git account on your computer and your GitHub connected. So what you would need to do is, the way I'm doing it, I'm basically going to the folder, I'm clicking right click, I'm on a Mac here, and I'm using iTerm 2 for a terminal. But if you don't have this option, you would just need to open your terminal, and basically you would need to navigate to that folder, inside that folder with cd. Well, I hope you know how to use a terminal. If not, just look at another tutorial. Anyway, then you have to create a new repository wherever this project is going to be on whatever account it will be held. You will create a new repository, give it a name, sample project. No description, leave it public, don't add anything here, and just say create repository. Alright, so now you create this, and now it gives you a few lines that you have to enter into your terminal. So you just copy this one by one, and you paste them in there and press enter. Right, this as well. and this as well, right? Now in Visual Studio Code, if you should have your GitHub connected here. I think you need to have some extensions, like just look them up. There are a few for GitHub, and then it's gonna show you whatever branch you're on here, and also it will show you what files have changed. So basically now it shows me this file because these files are not on there. So what you want to do here is, when you go here, which shows you the changes, it says enter to commit. So you press Command Enter on Mac. I think it's Control Enter on Windows, on a regular computer. And then you just press yes, and you put a message for the commit and say first commit, right? And now these are basically staged, and so you just have to go here. If you go here and say git status, it will show you that you have to do git push to publish the ones. So basically now they are committed locally, but you have to press git push to send them to your repository on GitHub. Okay, and now if I go here and refresh, you can see that I have the files on here. Now when you're working on a project with other people, you would want first of all to have a master branch and a staging branch. And basically on the staging branch is where your lead developer or your product manager would check the progress, and if there's any errors, and if everything is working properly. On staging, then you can also push whatever branch you worked on master, merge it with master. So we will want to, at the start of the project, to basically branch of master, and when you branch of master is basically copying everything that is on master. So I will branch on another branch called staging. So I will say git checkout, and when you just say git checkout and you give a name, Git will basically check out to that branch. But if that branch doesn't exist, if you want to create it, you have to add a B, which means you're creating a branch. And I will say staging. So it says switch to a new branch. Staging is basically creating the branch staging and switching to it at the same time. And now we want to do a git push, and it will tell you to push to the current branch. You need to do this, so you're just copying this, right? And now if you look on here, it also says you are on staging. You're on staging, right? So now we have master and staging, which are basically at the same level. Now they have the same information. So now this project is basically people are able to start contributing to it. And what I will do to show how you do this, I will basically close this. How would one get the project on their computer? I will close this and delete. I will quit this. I will delete this as well. I always find these Mac things hard to find. Anyway, so I deleted that, and now I will show you how you would start contributing to the project. So the same, you can just create, or you don't even need to create, I don't think you have to create one, but I will create one just to make sure. How do you create it? Look, this is what I'm saying, is I'm finding Git so hard to... Oh wait, I'm actually on it. So I will say so yeah. So basically you're creating folder called sample project, and what you want to do is, again, you go with your terminal there, you navigate inside that folder, and then somebody's gonna give you a link to this project, and basically they will also gonna have to invite you to, if this is a private project, they're gonna have to invite you to be able to contribute with branches, but that's another story. Anyway, so you will go basically to this to the link, and you will go here, code, and you will go to this one, clone with https. You will copy this, copy, go back to your terminal and say git clone and paste this, and now it will basically clone the project. And usually you're gonna have to do a cd, because I think it creates its own folder. Yes, it creates an own folder, so we could have just basically done it in here, and it would have created a folder called sample project. Anyway, so we're basically going into the sample project, which will be in here, sample project, yeah. So now we're in there, and now you're directly on the branch master, right? And if I go with Visual Studio Code and say open folder, you can see that we have cloned the project, and we now have the files on our computer. Now, how would be the workflow when one needs to work on a new feature? You would basically branch of master, and on a branch where you would work on some feature, let's say. So again, how do we branch off in another branch and create one at the same time? We say git checkout b, and then say feature, and say header. Let's say you are working on the header of the website, right? You do this again. After that, you have to do a git push, so that you can create the upstream. Copy this, paste it, and now you have a new branch where you can work on your own stuff. If you can see here, you have a new branch. And now if I change something, like for example, I say welcome to my world, you can see it shows something has changed and something has changed here, right? So let's say welcome to my world is me, I've changed the header. What I would do, I would commit this as many times as I need on the same branch. So I would like check, commit, and make sure you do regular commit so you don't lose stuff. And okay, I will commit down the header. Okay, and now again, remember, you have to, because if you go here, git status, those were not pushed to GitHub, so you have to say git push to push whatever you worked on and committed. Okay, and now basically you are gonna get first this branch, and you will merge it into staging. But for example, when you go into staging, before doing that, it's a good idea to always first checkout back into master, git checkout master, and when you're in master you want to do a git pull. So if anybody has put something into master while you were working on your branch, you want to take those changes into the branch master locally, so you do git pull. So if anything has changed, you're getting it locally in master, then you go git checkout, and here is the tip: if you just see git checkout and tab, it will show you all the branches you have, so you can remember what was the name. So you could say fee and then tab again, and you can see feature header, and you go in there, and now what you want to do is merge master into your branch, so you have all the stuff that's now on master into your branch as well. So you will say git merge master, and when you do that, well, it says already up to date because nothing has changed on master. But if anything has changed on master, you will get how would I do this? Let me do another branch quickly. So I will say git checkout master. I will say git checkout b feature change, git push, right? And now I will make a commit on this one. I will say p something something, right? Okay, why is he not showing me the changes? I think it's getting it a little bit slow. Okay, now it's showing. Okay, committing this something, right? And now I will git push, git checkout master, and git merge feature change, right? And now I have master, right? I will do a git pull, but there's nothing. I already have master with this locally. So now I want to go into my first branch, git checkout feature header, and now if I try to merge master now with the new changes into this branch, git merge master, look, now we're getting a conflict. Sometimes you get a conflict, sometimes it just works. You just have to press something like shift and 2 points and Q. You're going to figure out at that point. But now I'm getting a merge, and with the git with the GitHub with the Git extensions that I have, when I'm getting conflicts, and I open the project in Visual Studio, I can see them here, like merge changes, and I can see there's a conflict here, and here it shows me current change and incoming change, and it says current change is this, incoming change is this. So what do I need from this? I see this one has this, and this one has what do I want to keep? Well, at this point, sometimes you would, maybe, if you're not sure, you would have to check with some other people that work on this, because we know that we want here welcome to my page, but we're not sure if welcome to my wall. So I will say that I want this part to be here, welcome to my page, something something. So I will say accept incoming change, which is this one, and you will put it here. And now I can go on here, click, and please press Command Enter or Control Enter, and this will save our in commit, and this will send it into master. And now I can say git push, and now I have merged master into my branch, right? So because every time before merging your branch into master, you want to merge master, before merging your branch into staging, you want to merge first master into your branch to see if there's any changes on master that you don't have, right? So now my branch, this one that has this one that has welcome to my page, well, it should have been welcome to my work, because that's what I changed. But this one is not on master yet. So, but I want it first to go on staging. So, well, the boss, the lead developer, would check it there, and if he says it's okay, then I can basically send it to master as well. So I will do git checkout staging, right? And when you go into staging as well, you have to do a git pull first. You always have to pull first anything that has changed on the branch you will merge something into before you merge your stuff in it. So I will do a git pull, and then I will say git merge feature header, right? So now it has merged it, as you can see. And after you merge it, you have to do the git push, because it has merged it on your computer, but it hasn't pushed it. So you want to do a git push. So now this project with my changes is on staging. If I go on GitHub, it will show me something like this: feature header has reached and posted less than a minute ago, right? And it asks you if you want to do a pull request. So you can press on the button, say compare and pull request, and here is the base, which is the branch you want to check against. And here, yes, we want to check against master. Now this, you assign yourself to it, right? Because you're the one that has worked on it, and some people might be able to review your branch if you send them a link. I think you need some kind of premium account to request reviewers, or if you have members in your team, you can choose, you can choose which one to review your code. So basically, when I'm creating a pull request, it will show me the files that have changed here, and it will show also the people that look at it. So you can see I have added this, right? Something. And yeah, if you have given someone, they can look at it and they can do comments and maybe request changes. If they request changes, you will have to change your code and then ask again for a review. And once everything is done, as you can see here is show merge pull request, and it says this branch has no conflicts with the base branch with master. That's because we have merged master back into our branch before doing this pull request, so it won't be any conflicts, because if there were any conflicts when we merge master into our branch, we would have solved them then. So now you can just press merge pull request, confirm merge, and this branch will be merged into master. So there's a few other things you need to know. For example, if someone has created some people have created some branches and you haven't worked on them yet, sometimes you may want to do a git fetch, which will fetch you all the branches that have been created in that project, right? So anyway, I think this is about it. If you guys on the group have any changes, and also on YouTube, if any changes, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments, and I will give you a response. Thank you.